Welcome back, everybody, to 7 Days to Die on Rebirth the Purge. I'm the Bearded OG, and in this episode, we're going to get started building our helicopter pad. We're going to actually accomplish a couple of things in doing this. We want to, obviously make the helicopter pad itself, but I'm also going to add an extra support that basically hits the edge of our overhang up there to give us a little more stability up there as well. And then the pads are going to, come around and be somewhere up in this area with a little catwalk to the main support. But I just feel like we need that extra support up there because I've had some instability issues, as I add, more lights and decorations and stuff like that to the place. We start having problems. For example, I have 3 crop plots on top of the roof that I can place the farm plot down, but as soon as I put a seed on it, that particular plot, or those 3 particular plots, collapse. So yeah, we just need to add some more support to the main structure, and then in the process of doing all that, we will also make the helicopter pad as well. Sorry, it's kind of early in the morning here, so I'm trying to wake up. Need some more coffee. All right, let's head on upstairs and see what I've got going on for building materials. I haven't really paid much attention to that since I finished the base down below. And we'll probably just follow the same MO in terms of, building up the first 7 blocks as explosion-resistant concrete. And then after that, we'll just use probably steel. Okay, so if we look in the parts box, I have 203 concrete cubes, and we have a bunch of cobblestone too that we may as well use. And then in terms of, we got lots of concrete, and we got 547 explosion resistant. Why don't we make some more of that? Let's make 3 more batches, which will give us a total of about 2,000 or so of those, because it's cheaper to put down concrete block and then upgrade it than it is to make the explosion resistant concrete straight up, at least in terms of the explosion resistance itself, because I think it's only 8 to upgrade a block, whereas it's 10 to create the block directly. So let's see, I got some brass here that were left over from those radiators. So let's put those in there. And then I'm just going to do a quick stack for some of the rest of that stuff. I guess we forgot to do that treasure map too, so we'll want to mess with that. And then I've got, 485 normal blocks as well that we'll just use to kind of map things out a little bit. Where is my... where rather are my boards? I should have a decent amount. Yeah, okay, we have over 3,000 wood planks there too, okay. I don't think I'm gonna build the entire thing out of wood and then upgrade it all from there. If this was vanilla, I would do that because you get a little more XP, but you don't want excessive player level XP in Rebirth. So yeah, we want to be somewhat efficient in that regard. Okay, so yeah, we got 1,500 of those, and we can just keep everything in here, and we'll be able to pull from it when we're upgrading. So that gets a little over 2,000 of those. We got 8,446 normal concrete, but that's probably not going to be enough when it's all said and done. But we'll get started, and then we'll see how how things go. Let's head on down here. Okay, so let's see. The first thing is all of this has to go. Haven't really been using it anyways. And I'm going to countersink the foundations of these into to soil, so it's not just sitting right on the top of the soil. I don't know if this is countersunk or not, actually. Never really looked into that. Oh, you know what else I need? I need some dirt blocks, too. We might end up needing to do some, filling in of that big hole down there. We'll just see how close the foundations to the helipad itself come to that, because if it's right on the edge, we might want to shore that up a little bit. Okay, so I've got, oh shit, I only have 3 dirt blocks. Okay, we're going to need some more of those. We have to make those in here. So how about, let's make 100 of these. And I might make, I don't know, 50 of these too, just in case we need them to add some grass in a few spots. All right, let's just grab that much. I'm not going to sit here and wait for all of that. I have, you know, I have the ability to make an auger now, but I want to keep using the hand tools until we get strength maxed out. Because my guess is that using the auger is not going to give us any points into strength. Okay, let's just leave this here for the moment. So we want this to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this 6th block here is where we're going to have the core of the support that's going to go up to the edge of there. All right, so what we want to do is, let's just put this in here as a placeholder. Well, actually, hold on a second. That's 6, and we want to go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13. So this is going to be the core of the supports for the helipad itself. Well, no, actually, that's not going to be the core. That's going to be the first one. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's dig this out. And then we're going to go kitty corner 2 blocks from there and kitty corner 2 blocks from here. And those will be the supports for our helipad. Okay. Now, for this part, what we want to do here is, you know what? Actually, I think I'm just going to make a 3x3 foundation of just square blocks here. These are going to be permanent, so let's put the concrete in for these. And then we'll upgrade them to... Come on, doggies, get out of the way. Yes, I know I can tell them to stand still, but then I have to go into their inventory and tell them to follow me again, one at a time, and that doesn't work very well when you got a horde coming in. Okay, so now let's get out our nail gun. Let's put the nail gun in S4 for now. And we want to upgrade all of this to explosion resist. Very good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go... I also need my wood blocks down too, so let's put those in 0, I guess. So let's get up here. We want these to be 7 high because those are 7 high. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then all of these will be explosion resistant. Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, doggy. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to let's move those over. And we're going to split these up. And we're going to make block number 9. We want to go to the round, or the round, and we want to go to cube 5 meter. Cube 5 meter round 1 is what we want this block to be. And then that's going to go there. Kind of hard to tell where the edge of it is. There, and there. Oh shit. Yeah, I might fill some of this back in. I mean, didn't really have a specific plan for this. I was gonna build, you know, a pit and then maybe try some kind of a horde base. But I don't know. Horde bases are just, it's so much easier, you know, to pop a red T and just pull all the enemies out onto the road and kill them out there and just pull them away from the horde. So I'm just, you know, I just don't know that we even need any kind of a horde base. Anyway, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the 0 slot for this set of blocks. And here we're going to go with the cube 5 meter round. No, that's not the one we want. Oh, no, you know something? I just thought of something. I don't want 5 meter, I want 3 meter. No wonder this doesn't look right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the 3 meters that we want. Shit, okay. So then let's go with the... We'll change that to the round, and then these will change to the... Yeah, this one, the round center. Okay, so that means then... are those... Wait a second. Where's the end of this? It's right there. Are those the same? Oh, they... No, they're not exactly the same. Okay, so that means these have to go. Okay. Now, let's put the round pieces in. There we go. And then we will put the corner pieces in. Like so. And then get these all upgraded to explosion resistant. Okay, now I'm just going to finish this base out all the way up to the 7th block in the same way that we just did them here. But one thing I think I want to do here, just for the visual appeal, and we're going to go here to shape. We're going to go to, yeah, get rid of that. And I want sheet. And we're just going to cover up these gaps here. And this will also give it a little more strength in the foundation too. There we go. Nice. Let's put these back into this stack. And yeah, now what I'm going to do, guys, is just build it up to the 7th block. Very good. Okay, so that gets our base in place for the extra support. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to make some steel blocks, I think. And this I haven't actually checked to see if I have enough steel. I'm definitely not going to have enough steel for the entire project. I can tell you that right now. So we're going to probably have to go do a bunch of coal mining and iron mining. I mean, I got a decent amount of coal that I mined, you know, for ammo, and we got a decent amount of iron too. So why don't we, what are we looking at? We're looking at resources or parts? Parts. Okay, I have 890 steel at present. So why don't we turn all of those... Well, here again, is it going to be cheaper to upgrade? Because if we do one steel block... Steel block. That's going to take 20 forged steel per block. Oh my god, that's going to be expensive. How much steel does it take to upgrade a concrete block? Let's test that. It's probably going to be cheaper, I'm thinking, but no. Not 100% sure about that. So here's what we'll do, so we don't waste anything. We're gonna nerd pull up this way. Okay, let's take these concrete blocks, and we're gonna go to design, and we're gonna use the metal trussing block just for something cool looking. So I'm gonna put one of those there, and then I'm going to remove the mod from the nail gun so we don't upgrade it to explosion resistance. And let's see how much steel this uses. That only uses 10. Okay, so that's half the price of steel. Now, of course, there's more concrete, but concrete's way cheaper than steel. So that means that I'm gonna make these, or I'm gonna set these up as concrete trusses and then just upgrade them to steel. I might have enough to do this all the way up to the top, but we're going to need a lot of steel for the helipad too, so why don't we just go ahead and start making it now. Or more specifically, making the molten steel. And then, because then we're going to have to, you know, convert it to normal steel. And I think what I'll do is... Okay, we make a total of 3,000, which is going to be about 300 blocks to upgrade. And we're probably going to exceed that when this is all said and done. So let's just go ahead and start with 1,500 here and the rest there. And we'll let that cook up for a bit. And then in the meanwhile, what we'll do is... It's kind of lumpy looking. We'll just keep building up with concrete, and like I said, we might make it all the way to the top with this. We'll see. Okay, this block here should add some stability now to the edge of this. And what we'll do is we'll test that by going up to the garden and seeing if I can replant those 3 plots that have been unstable. Okay, also, while we're up here, I'm going to do something else. This is going to be more, yikes, for decoration than necessity. Well, it's not actually going to help us at all, structurally speaking, but it'll look cool. So what we're going to do, I should have gone down one more with these, but whatever. Yeah, that should probably work. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab, let's grab 4 of these. And we're going to change these to the bracket blocks. Yeah, the double bracket blocks. Right, bracket center. Yeah. Okay. And then what we want to do here is put that there. Oh, and let's also upgrade it too. That one can go there. And then, yeah, I didn't really think this through. I need to go down lower. So let's make sure we're on this block here. The doggies will just teleport back up here. It's kind of a pain in the ass, actually, but it is what it is. Okay. We want this one to be down one so we can get underneath those. And we also have to retrieve this block here too. Okay, now let's do one on this side. And then we turn it that way. jump up here. Actually, no, here. Go back down here. Very carefully pick those blocks up. And then the last one we will put like this. Because that's where the walkway, or the catwalk's going to go into the base. And then we're going to cut a hole here for a doorway. Okay. So, why don't we... Let's do this. Let's go up to that level. And this will be... Yeah, this will be the floor of the walkway. Just trying to think if I want to... Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I am gonna make this a steel beam. Or just a steel block, because I don't know what the SI is of the catwalks. We can still put a catwalk or even just put rails on it. You know, afterwards, but for stability purposes, I want this to be steel. All right, so now what we're going to do then is let's grab a couple of these. Oh man, there's zombies down there. Okay. They shouldn't detect me up here, hopefully. Okay, so let's go here, and we're going to put those there, and then we can jump here, and now we're actually LOL safe if the zombies do happen to hit that block. Okay, now let's upgrade these two to steel for now, and now we should be able to theoretically just cut our way into the base, and make our doorway right now. Let's see what happens. I'm still a little nervous about this just because of the overall SI, but we definitely strengthened it. You know what though? Something just occurred to me. If we cut the hole here directly over the support, that's gonna weaken things. So we might actually want to have the doorway off to the side for that reason. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. All right, if we go into debug mode, and then we do show stability, you see how this is solid green all the way up because it's directly below the support. But if I cut these out, then that's going to potentially weaken the sides here a bit. Okay, that's not good. So, I mean, I could try it, and if I think it weakens it too much, then... You know what? I can't ignore these guys. They're going to just be down there causing problems. All right, let's go deal with these fucks first. Okay, let's bring out these guys too, because I don't want this to be a long fight. Oh, I'm in God mode. Didn't mean to stay there. Oh God, I hate this. He's digging down to bedrock. I don't know if that person that left that comment trying to justify this, but if you're still watching, I don't know, they might gotta piss me and unsubscribe. But how in the fuck can you justify this as being an okay situation? I mean, seriously. Good God. All right. Well, what I'm going to do, like I did last time, is I'm using creative to fix this because, again, I see it as a bug. Or maybe not a bug per se, but just unintended stuff that shouldn't be happening. So we're just going to fill this all back in. That was the other problem with ignoring these guys too. You can't, or they'll just do this. Maybe that person was just trolling me. That's always a possibility too. That was saying that shit. Why? Oh shit. Am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Oh, there we go. I must have buried my feet in the dirt a little bit or something. Okay. Let's get back out of that and turn creative back off, and let's also turn debug mode back off too. Okay, so what were we talking about? Oh, right, we were talking about how if we make the doorway right above the support, it's gonna weaken things. I'm almost positive that it will. I mean, not to the point. Oh, here, let's get rid of this. Not to the point where it'll collapse anything, but it won't be as strong as I want it to be, and I want it to have maximum strength just to provide overall stability for the whole damn thing, right? So I think we're going to need to put our doorway off to the side, which isn't a big deal. We can do that. So maybe we put the doorway here. I'm going to punch a hole in here, and let's also repair this back to where it was. Let's pop a goldenrod because that'll give us more block damage. Okay, so far so good. Nothing collapsed. I'm still very nervous about doing this. Okay, so now let's get a few more concrete blocks. Yeah, we can do this because this isn't going to help with any stability anyway. And we want to make sure that it's going that direction. And then just very gingerly. Oh, wait, though. That isn't going to work, is it? What if we did this? What if we put that there? Because this will actually mean we're adding less blocks to the overall structure. Yeah, okay. That's what we'll do. All right, so let's go back to the corner catwalk, which was this one here. What's this round one look like? It doesn't look round to me. Those look the same. I don't know. Let's just use this one. Okay, now, oh, God, that was a little too much. We might have to go out there. Yeah, because see, I myself am in the way. Okay, so let's grab the wood blocks and just do this. We pick that one back up. There we go. Okay. Okay, now what we want to do is we just want Catwalk version 2 railing single. I think that's the one we want here. And we put that like this. That. Okay, and then this one is just going to go like this. And go here, and then I think we want this one here. Like that. There we go. I think that works pretty good. Now let's do a check. So that stayed solid green. It did weaken this area up a little bit more, because you can see that that block is darker than that one. But hopefully we have enough stability here to where I can replant those crops without any issues. So let's try that next. So I'm gonna need, I think it was 2 blueberries and a potato that we need. If I ultimately can't do this, it's not a big deal. I mean, I got crops coming out my ears already, but I mean, I'd like it to work, you know? Okay, so, oh, it looks like it was a blueberry, a potato, and a corn. That's all right. Okay, let's just plant this blueberry here and see what it does. Ah, stable, beautiful. Because what would happen, guys, is I would plant this, and that whole square, that whole block would collapse. So yeah, good. Why don't we just plant another blueberry there, because it doesn't matter at this point, and we'll plant the potato there. And we need to harvest the garden anyways. But I'll worry about that later. Okay, good. So we fixed that problem. Ideally, I would like to put some rails up here too, just, you know, because that's a long way to fall. But I've always been afraid to do that because of the stability. I think it's still possible that we could collapse something though. So what I would probably do is like do a backup of the game first and then try it. And that way, if it did collapse, you know, we could restore from the backup. So, but that's something I would do off camera anyway. Okay. So we could put a door here, but we don't really necessarily need to. Well, here's the thing. And by the way, if you're wondering why I made this support out of steel all the way up and not just concrete, is because at some point we're going to get, what are they called? Banshees? Wraiths, right? Whatever the thing that the little phantom thingy that flies around and has the purple shield. And I have no no reason to believe that they couldn't fly all the way up to this height when they're attacking. And therefore they could, you know, whether they actually target it or not, they could attack the supports themselves. And therefore, that's why I want them to be steel. Okay? So that's the reason behind it. Plus I wanted the look of the steel too, though we could have accomplished that through painting, but yeah. So that's why we did things like we did there. All right, now I think we're finished for the moment with our nerd pole here. So I need to repaint those blocks too. Trying to think, is there any reason why I should leave this in place for a little bit longer? I can't think of a reason. So yeah, let's go ahead and take it down. Oh my god, look at the damage they did down here. I don't know why the hell I momentarily thought I could just ignore him. But fortunately we caught it before it was completely broken. Not that that's that big of a deal, but you know, we don't want it to be broken. Okay, everything else looking okay down here? I think so. Kind of cool looking. In an industrial sort of way. Okay, now, next thing we want to do here is... I might, at some point, replace all this dirt with sod, too, just to make it look like a nice lawn, but that is definitely not important right now. Okay, so, let's do something here. I'm gonna go... Let's go over to the trader for a minute. I did this earlier, but I want to kind of double check my measurement. So we're going to make our helicopter pad about the same size as this. So if we put that right in the center, and then we go, so that this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that pad is about 15 wide with a little bit of overhang here. I don't know how to recreate this helicopter pad directly. I tried to mess with it a little bit, and it doesn't show up like in creative or in admin mode. So I don't know how to do it. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to recreate the actual pad itself. So 15 is going to be the diameter of our pad. The rotors from end to end are about 15 blocks to-ish. I couldn't measure that exactly, but we're going to have, you know, plenty of clearance for the rotors anyways, because, you know, we're going to have a catwalk of 3 or 4 blocks bumping up against the main structure. So, you know, we'll be fine. Plus, those rotors actually don't have collision anyways, but we want to try and be somewhat realistic about it. In a real-world scenario, you'd be way even further away than that, but this isn't the real world, in case you guys didn't know. Okay, so our diameter is 15. That's the main thing I wanted to figure out here, or double-check. Okay, let's go back. This is going to be our center block here. So we should be going 7 back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Which is 1 block too close. Because I have 2 blocks protruding out from there. So basically the end of that block, all the way at the top, is even with this, but we need to add another block. So that means this whole kit and caboodle needs to be pulled over by 1 block. And then let's dig out here. No, that one's over too far. Okay. So now that's our new center. Let me double check it again. So we want to go 7 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that means the edge of the pad should be flush with... Okay, here we go again. That's why I didn't tell the dogs to stay put. Okay, I think we're clear. Edgar was over here banging on shit. Doesn't look like he did any significant damage, though. That one was hit. You know what, though? Some of these may have been actually done by the bandits, because I didn't actually check this, so that's probably what's going on with that. Okay, back to this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that should be lined up correctly because we're coming 2 blocks off of our main beam here. And this is 1 block, 2 blocks. So I'm pretty sure I got that set correctly. We are going to put a pad down here first, but the helipad itself is going to actually have 4 supports going up. So these 4 here. because we're gonna, once I start to fill it out, and with an 18 block radius, or not radius, diameter, it's gonna need more supports. If I just had one support in the center, it won't work. Let's pick these 4 blocks up here first. Pick all of those up. And then let's bring these up too high. Oh, fuck. That's not what I meant to do. Modify, put you in. There we go. Oh, we're out of explosion-resistant concrete already. Oh my god. We used 2,000. 2,000 of those already. Wow. Okay. Or am I just out of range? Oh, I'm just out of range. Okay. There we go. Well, we're still going to have to go... Yeah, we might have to go grab that and put it in our inventory, because we're going to have to do a little bit of stuff over here, too. Okay, let's get the rest of this dirt out of here. And I think what we can do for this pad is we could probably do a 1, 2, 3. We might be able to do a 5-meter radius for the cylinder part of it. Or if not, maybe a 7-meter. That support there is a 7-meter, just to give you an idea of the size. And I guess if we did go 7-meter, it would be symmetrical. So maybe we should for that reason alone. Okay, so from the center, 1, 2, 3, that would be 7 blocks on each side. Right? So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Except for I shouldn't have put those blocks down. God damn it. But I was trying to measure. Should have probably used the wood blocks. Okay, so... oh, no, actually, that's fine, because I want the bottom foundation to be a square like this one. Actually, so those are okay like they are. It'll be the ones on top that will change. Right, okay, so... let's put these in as well. And here's, again, where we're getting right up to the edge of all of this business. So I'm probably going to have to fill... I don't think I'll fill the entire thing in, but I'll fill some of it in. Now we just want to fill this entire thing in as a square pad. And we're out of concrete blocks, so we'll just do these last 4 as upgrades. We're definitely going to want the outer part to be explosion resistant. Let's take this off for a second so we can just do a normal upgrade there. Yeah, I'm going to go grab the explosion resistant cement and switch some of that steel over too, because we're just a little bit out of range on the north side of all of this. Okay, so we make 3,000. Let's just make 1,000, or let's make a total of 2,000 for now, and we'll see where we are with the rest of that. I'll just keep that in there. Okay. Yeah, so let's grab the explosion resistant concrete mix so it's in our inventory. Okay, we'll get all that done. I'm debating whether or not I need to do the center. Let's raise the supports up another level. Like that. So we're gonna, yeah, we're definitely gonna want the center. Shit, I shouldn't have put those down. We're gonna want the center to be explosion resistant. I mean, because, you know, worst case scenario, it's highly unlikely that this would happen. But, you know, we get 2 seekers now. And if something occurred to where there was a prolonged attack on this base, you know, they could really cut into it. So we want to make sure the core of this thing is rock solid. Yeah. So before we do anything more, though, let's get the outline of the 7-meter cylinder going. Okay, so what we want to do is go into... this is going to take multiple blocks, too, by the way. In fact, I think I might use wood. That way we can pick them back up if I screw something up. Okay, so let's go to number 9. And we're going to want to go to here, and we want to go cube 7M. Oh, that's kind of cool. These have like little catwalk filler thingies. Let's look at that for a minute. So that would... It kind of puts like a plate around it, doesn't it? Well, I would use that if we didn't already have a pad underneath it. It's nice to know that that option's there, though, for future reference. So what we want is the end piece, which I think is this one here. And, right. Okay, so this will go here. Yeah, see, I didn't put that one in correctly. It's kind of hard to see it. Okay, that one will go on this side. And then this one goes on that side. This little trough here, we're going to fill back in. Oh, shit. I should have grabbed some more of that dirt I made, but I'll do that later. All right, now let's go to this piece. And this is going to be... See, that's 3, 2, 1. That's 4. And that's 5. I think these are the same thing. They're just going the other direction. Yeah. Okay. So if we're going to the left, then we would use this piece. And then if we go to S1, then we use this piece here. Like so. All right. So let's... put these in. And then we'll go back to here and we'll put that one in, that one in, and that one in. Okay, now we need to do the right facing pieces. So let's go to Shift 2. And we want to go to the 4th piece and put that in. There we go. Oh. Oh, yeah, right. When I press Q, that toggles in and out of God mode. That's why I keep flying here. Let me turn debug back off so that doesn't happen. Okay. So that gives us the 7-meter outline of the circle. Thing is, though, is I'm not going to take this all the way up to the top. It's just not necessary. That would take a huge amount of resources and a huge amount of time. The only reason you would do it, I guess, is for aesthetics, but I don't care that much about aesthetics. I want functionality. That's what I'm really mostly interested in. Functionality and reliability. Okay. I think what we'll do, just to kind of save on resources a little bit, now that I think about this some more, I don't think I'm going to do the entire interior of this in explosion-resistant concrete. These can all just go back to normal shape for now, because now we can just use the copy option to make the other ones. Where are my... Okay, yeah, let's grab the cobblestones. So what I'm going to do all the way up to the 7th block, you know, to the top of the base before we then transition to more of those trusses, is I'm just going to make these 5 pillars explosion resistant, and then of course the whole outside of it too. And then everything inside will just fill in with normal concrete. Just because here again, I don't think it's necessary for us to do the whole thing that way. Yeah, it would definitely make it stronger, but Jesus, that's a lot of resources. So we want to be, you know, we want to be frugal about this too, right? So let's see, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's get that. So we need to go up 3 more. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Roberta. And then fill this in. Okay. And then we can upgrade all of these to explosion resistant. And then everything on the inside, we're just going to do as normal concrete. Okay, so let's take this out and get the dogs out of the way. And we'll just start filling all of this in. Okay, those are my last 2 cobblestone blocks, pre-made cobblestone blocks that we got in loot. You know what I should have done is brought those planks down with me. If I stand here, can I reach those? Yeah, no, we gotta go get the planks. Okay. Okay, you know what? We don't need a Roberta following us around. So, you stay here. I just need to remember to grab her again before we go out and about, because I use her for inventory space, of course. And while we're up here, let's just grab some of this steel. And let's grab... let's grab the rest of our concrete. I'm going to have to make more of that. In fact, we should get started on that right now. And yeah, grab those 2. And then what am I looking for? I'm looking for planks. Right here. Right, okay. Okay, so we have the top of the pad done there. Now we basically... we do the bottom plates, and then we can start working on the cylinder portion of it all the way up. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to fill things in down there too. Okay, let's go over here and grab these. Get that filled in and this filled in. That just needs a repair. Too far away or out of clay? Yeah, we're too far away and out of clay. So I'll off camera, I'm going to fill in a few, a few columns of this, but I'll do that later. Okay, did I put my... no, I didn't. So we want this to be explosion resistant. Okay. That takes care of that part. Let's combine all of our wood back together. And copy shape and rotation. And let's build out the cylinder here. Okay, cylinder is built out. Now we have a shit ton of upgrading to do. Let's get to it. All right, guys, I got everything upgraded to cobblestone as far up to the top, but I ran out of concrete. Well, specifically ran out of explosion resistant concrete for the side, so I'll make more of those, but I got everything otherwise up to cobblestone. Okay, so I'll take care of the rest of that off camera. The next part of this build is going to involve, okay, jump here, and then go copy shape and rotation, and then back to here. Okay, so on each of these 4 points where we have the explosion resistant concrete, we're going to do the truss thing. And actually, you know what? I can just do these are just for me to nerd pull up. But we're going to go around and we're going to go all the way up to the top with these supports. Like so. And these we're going to upgrade to steel. Okay, so you guys get the idea. So I'm going to go up as high as I have resources to go, and get these upgraded. And then once I run out of resources, then I'll have to stop and replenish, whatever I need to finish the job. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do here, guys, is I've been recording for, almost 2 hours now. I'm going to edit some of it down, of course, but, I think we're going to wrap up the episode here. And what I will do is I will finish this build all the way up to getting the truss supports all the way up to height. And then we'll start the next episode and we will build out the helipad in the first part of that episode. And I don't think it shouldn't take the whole episode to do that part of it. And that's, yeah, and then we'll go from there. So that is the plan. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and we'll catch y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye.